This is Innovation Fixation, a series featuring local inventors showcasing the future of technology in our community.
Welcome to Innovation Fixation. I'm Joe Tuger, attorney and guest host, and with me is Amy Espinosa, owner of Dots and Cubes. Welcome, Amy. Tell us about your company.
My company is Dots and Cubes, and I have a information architecture and user experience firm where I help companies understand their product needs, understand their audience, and what we do is we kind of look over their systems if it's a larger company and they have integrated systems to understand how they might better work together. We also focus on language to make sure that it's consistent and common, and also context. So we help them improve their products based on how they're used.
And how did you come up with the idea for your company? Where did you identify the need?
Well, I've been a user experience designer since about 2008, and I started getting more into information architecture because it actually, I didn't realize at the time, but it supports good user experience design. So I started researching it more. I noticed that it was a little bit of a struggle with the companies that I was working in because they didn't really understand the need for it. So as I furthered my career, I saw a trend where companies started to understand more about user experience and felt like now would be a good time to introduce that layer of information architecture and how it supports good user experience design practices.
Now, for our viewers that are business owners and that are interested in potentially using your services that your company offers, walk us through step by step how your company would first approach the need of this particular business and how you would be able to help them.
Well, the first thing is to really understand their business model, what the stakeholder goals are, what the company goals are, and then start looking at the products that they have in place, whether they have existing products or new products, and then kind of create a strategy and a structure and some modeling. So we could do some business modeling, mapping to understand what systems they have, where they might need a little bit better integration and some pieces that are lacking. So that would probably be the first step, is to identify those things and then come up with a plan or a strategy to help support their design team, their user experience design team. Now, a lot of companies don't have user experience design teams currently, so what I would also do if the company needed me to is kind of build that, identify people within the company that have the expertise or have the potential to fill those roles and guide them through that process so that they could carry on the strategy forward.
And what attributes are you looking for in employees like that within a company? How do you target an ideal person to be part of that team?
Well, user experience and information architecture is really everybody's responsibility in a business. So I believe that it's important to have your entire team, at least one representative from your entire team, understand what the process might be. So business analysts, often they gather requirements. That is one facet of user experience design. The designers, visual designers, or front-end developers, they also deal with designing interactions that the users might work with their products. So really it would be bringing those teams together, kind of introducing them to the concept of information architecture, where it sits in the organization, and then helping people better fit into those roles. Did that answer your question?
It did. And it sounds like you have a company that offers a very proactive targeting towards helping a business grow or improve. Do you find that your clients will come to you with the desire to make things better, or are they coming to you with more, we have a problem, can you help us?
It's a little bit of both, actually. I think that for me, I really like to problem solve. I like to help people problem solve. I have more of a collaborative spirit, so my goal would be to come into a company that needs help, or maybe a company that is looking to build a user experience team and kind of mentor them and guide them, and then help their team on their way.
It sounds like the services that you're offering really are from the beginning to the last step. Do you have anyone that helps you, any partners in your business that help you better address the needs of the company?
At this point, I do not have any partners. However, if a company comes to me when they need a full end-to-end solution, I do have partners in the community that help me deliver products, such as I have really great mobile architects, software developers, and I do have a couple people who help me with business development. As far as the user experience and information architecture aspect, I do have a couple people that I have been mentoring that I would trust to bring into a project depending on their workload.
So if it's something that you're not able to do yourself, you have the support structure out in the community that can help.
Yes.
Yeah. Now, as you are looking at the different businesses that may make up your client base, do you have a particular type of business that mostly seems to benefit from the types of services you offer?
I would say that companies that are more innovative, companies that are a bit more forward-thinking and understand that if they do not evolve, that it could hurt their ability to compete in the marketplace. So those are more of the companies that I would target, and I think that would benefit from my services.
How about expansion plans? Where do you see your company growing in the next 5 years?
I would like to have about 20 to 25 employees, but I am a very big supporter of community advocacy and education. So I would love to be able to provide apprenticeships to people to help them practice, get practical knowledge of working in information architecture and user experience, and then help them find jobs at companies who are looking to build teams.
Now, if our viewers are interested in contacting you and your company, how do they go about doing that?
I do have a website. My website is dotsandcubes.com. That's DOTSANDCUBES.com. Also, my email address is aespinosa, ESPINOSA, @dotsandcubes.com. And if I'm always accepting calls, so my number is 813-857-5200.
Well, Amy, thank you so much. What you're doing sounds very informative and educational, as well as very innovative. So thank you for being with us today. If you'd like to be featured on Tampa Bay Community Network, please call 813-977-5200 or visit tbcn.org.